Welcome to the second part, guys. In first part, we complete the designing of his form and we write the code for logging in into the application. Now, when the user click this forget password, this request code form will be displayed. Now here, in this enter email text box, user enter the registered email that they used to log in into the application. And when the user enter that email and click send, we are going to send a code into their email. And when the user receive that email and enter that code over here, and after clicking this verify code, we are going to display this reset password form and user enter the new password, and after clicking this reset button, their password will be reset. So now here, when the user click this send button, we are going to send an email. That means we are going to send an email using PHP. In order to send an email using PHP, we need to do little bit more things. So here we need to change the php.ini file. So go to your server php and then php.ini and control F, find the mail function, and here we need to change little bit. So scroll down and change the SMTP to SSL, or you can simply remove it and smtp.gmail.com, and SMTP port is equal to 587, and sender from is equal to the sender email from where you are going to send an email to the user. So here goes sender email, and you need to give a path of the sending mail path. So for this you need to download one more application. Don't worry, I will upload that file in Google Drive and I will provide the link of that file in description section of this video. So after downloading that file and extract that file inside, let me show you, inside C and then warm server, and then here there you go, send mail, and then you need to provide the path of, here you can see C warm server and then send mail folder and then sendmail.exe/t, sendmail.exe/t. there you go. That's it in the php.ini file. After downloading that file and extract that file inside the warm server, what you need to do is you need to change the sendmail.ini file little bit. So open that file in Notepad and you need to change smtp_server to smtp.gmail.com because we are going to use Gmail, and SMTP port is equal to 587, and little bit more things. Scroll down and here you need to provide the email address from which you are going to send an email to the user and the password of that email address, and then the host name, that is localhost, and then you need to change the force_sender to your sender email. So that's it, and then save it, close it, and again close it, save it, and we are going to write the PHP script. So go to VS Code and inside this send code, here first of all let me change it from HTML to PHP. Here goes PHP. If the user click this button, let me show you this send button, what we are going to do is, if is set $_post, and what is the name of that button is send code. What we are going to do is we are going to store the user enter email in some variables. So email is equal to $_post email, and then we are going to generate a random number. So in order to generate a random number in PHP, we have one function, that is random number or random code. I'm going to define a variable random code and store the generated random number in this variable. So the function name is empty_rand and the range is 0 to 999999. That means we are going to generate a random number from 0 to 999999. Now, as you all know, PHP is a stateless program. That is, when you execute or when you click the any button, that is its state is not stored. So we have to manage the state of PHP by ourselves. So in order to manage the state of this PHP script, what we are going to do is we are going to use a session. In order to use the session, first of all we need to use session underscore start at the first of the or at the beginning of this program. So session underscore start, and here underscore session, and give the session variable name random is equal to random code. That means we are going to store that generated random number in this random session, and later when the user enter the code that we send in their email and click this verify button, we need to check whether the user enter the exact same code that we send in their email or not. In order to do so, we need to store that code in some session variable. So here now what we are going to send to the message to the user is message is equal to your reset code is dot random code. Now subject is equal to reset code, and to in which email address we are going to send this message to is equal to email that we take the input from the user, and result is equal to, in order to send an email using PHP we have one function that is mail function, and here goes to and then subject and then message. First of all, let me go to the designing of this form. So here when the user enter that received code and click verify code button, and when the user enter code is exactly matched with the code that we sent in their email, this reset password form will be displayed, and we are going to reset their password, or we are going to update their password using the email address that they register into this application. So in order to do so, we need to store that user enter email in some variable, that is in session variable. So session, let me give the session name username, session variable is equal to email, that we are going to pass this email address into this reset pass.php file later. Now when the user click this verify button, what we are going to do is, if is set $_post, what is the name of that button? Let me check it. Verify. What we are going to do is we are going to store the user enter code in some variable. So code is equal to $_post, and the name of the text box is verify code. Now we are going to check if the user enter code is matched with the code that we generated and sent to their email. $_session, what is the session variable name? Random. If this is matched, what we are going to do is we are going to display this reset pass.php form. So header location reset pass.php, else we need to display the message to the user echo wrong code. So that's it. Now save it and then execute it. Or we can do one more thing over here. So here we can display the message to the user, echo the code has been sent to. Let's save it and again run it. Now here type the email tsnemailrcbr@gmail.com and then click send. It may take some time in order to send an email. Message will display the code has been sent to this email. Now let's check that email inbox. There you go, there is an email and it's saying your reset code is this one. Simply copy this code and go back to that form and type that code, and let me first check. I'm going to type the wrong code and click verify button. Message should display wrong code. There you go. Now I'm going to type the correct code and then click verify. This form is displayed, that is the reset pass.php form is displayed. Now we are going to write the code in order to update that password. So go back to VS Code and go back to reset pass.php, and here first of all let me change it from HTML to PHP, and here PHP. Here we are going to update the password field. That means we are going to write something into the database table. So we need to connect this application with the database. So in order to connect this application, we need to have a server name, MySQL username, password, blah blah blah. So in first part we create this PHP file. So we create this PHP file so that we can use this PHP file in multiple PHP file without writing this much code. So in order to copy this code inside that code, we have one statement, that is require statement, as I explained earlier in first part. Require or include, whatever you want to use. In this way, con.php. Now if is set $_post, if the user click this reset button, what we are going to do is we are going to update the user password. So first of all we are going to take the input from the user and store that input in some variable. So new pass is equal to $_post. Here is the index new pass, and verify new pass is equal to $_post. Here goes verify new pass. Now we need to check whether the password entered in this text box and text box are exactly same or not. So in order to do so, if new password is equal to verify password, what we are going to do is we are going to write some query and then update the user password. So before doing this, I am going to retype the email that the user entered in this request code form. So here in sendCode.php, we store that user entered email in this session variable, that is username. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a variable that is email. Email is equal to, first of all we need to use the session start, session_start, and here email is equal to $_session, and the session variable, the name, that is user name. This variable name should be exactly same as that we define in here, email, and then session. Now here I'm going to write the query, reset_query is equal to simply go back to PHP MyAdmin and login, and then go to your database, that is forgot password, and then click that SQL update, and then simply copy this query, go back to VS Code and paste that query. We only need to update the password, not the username, so you can delete this section, and we are going to update the password of the user using their email. That's why we need to retype the email of the user that they enter in this send code.php file. So here value is equal to two single quotes inside two single quotes, two double quotes inside two double quotes, two dots, and here goes verify new password, and where the condition is where username is equal to similar process, two dots, and here goes email. Now we need to execute this query. Now we need to execute this query and store the executed query result in some variable. So result underscore reset is equal to MySQL underscore query, and here goes connection, and then reset query. After executing this query, we need to check if there is some result, that is result underscore query. What we are going to do is again check if MySQL underscore affected underscore rows, and here goes connection, is greater than 0, means if the database table is altered by this query, what we are going to do is we are going to display the message to the user saying that password reset successfully. Otherwise, else what we are going to do is we are going to display another message, known row affected affected. Now here again we can display another message saying that else echo no result from query. Now here if the user enter password in these two fields do not match, what we need to do is we need to display the message to the user else echo password do not match. Just save it. Now open the browser and we are going to run this application from the scratch, that is login form.php, and then click this forgot password. Here goes tsn email rcbr@gmail.com. click send. Let's check the email inbox. There you go, new code is received. Simply copy that code, enter that code in the verify code text box, click verify code. This reset password form is displayed. Now let me check the old password. The old password is tsn123. Now we are going to update that password, that is we are going to reset that password, ron123. if I enter the unmatched value in these two text box, message should display password do not match. Now the password are exactly same in these two text box. Now click that reset, message should display reset successfully, password reset successfully. Now let's check forgot password. There you go, that is the password that is resetted to ron123. So that's it in this video tutorial, guys. If you like this video, share this video with your friends so that they can know about this useful tutorial, and give thumbs up, which really motivates us to make such programming video. And stay connected with this channel. In order to stay connected with this channel, you need to subscribe this channel, and don't forget to press that bell icon, because when I upload a new video tutorial, you will get the notification. So that's it in this video. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.